Hey guys, it's me Vrillanne at my channel, Vrillanne, and today we're going to be doing a Kidzlabs crystal mining kit. All the things it come with, and then I'll show you the stuff that it didn't come with. So, first it came with the brick. It's going to be super fun according to the box. It came with this magnifying glass, this hammer tool with little, I guess, scraping tool, a brush to clear the things off to see clearly, some dishes over here so when we remove them, and a bag for after we wash them so it keeps them nice and safe. So, there are some safety messages. One is probably the adult supervision. Don't put anything in your mouth is probably number 2. And keep the dust away from your sink and proper clothes. So if you're wearing, say, a nice dress and you don't want it to get dirty, put on some clothes that you don't really like. And I suggest use an apron if you don't really want these clothes to get dirty either. And when you're doing it, you should probably start with the hammer tool and the scraper to soften it up so it's easier later when you're actually doing it and digging for the gems. So I'm going to get started by hitting it, softening it. So, me and my mom found out when looking in the instructions that we missed a step. You should always start with the corners first so it's easier because the corners are pointier and all that. So I'm trying to hit the edges, and you can go with the straight edges too. It doesn't have to just be the cornered edges like the pointy ones. It can be the straight ones too. When you're doing the straight ones, it's easier to just scrape them off with the scraper tool. I found one here. I'll brush it off for you so it's a little easier for you to see. It's right in there, that gray little thing right there. I'm gonna try to scrape around it. I don't know how big it is, so I don't know where it ends. So I'm just gonna try to scrape it out. Dig out of the surface where it is, and then try to break it out and stuff. It's really hard to actually get inside the plaster. And that's some stuff. And if it's piling up, I suggest you just knock it off onto your surface. And I'm gonna use the brush to, I can see more of it, and I'll use the brush to make it clearer so I can have more of a feeling to know where it is. It's easier to use water when you're doing this. Well, I'm starting to undig this gem a little bit more, or crystal rather, and it looks like it's a bluish kind of, maybe a purple color. And so I'm just gonna keep digging and find the weak spot around it and see where it ends, and then it'll be easier to get at. And then when I find it, I'll tell you guys, and then you can see the crystal actually fully out. Starting to find a little bit of the weak spot here. Found a little bit. I think I found another one though. So guys, when I found this out, it's actually really easier when you find a crystal to actually dip it in water, do a few taps, and use it like a saw and stuff, and get around it and scrape it that way. It will be a little easier, and then saw it down a little bit. And use it like a knife, like how you would use it if you were eating food or something. Saw it and stuff, like a knife or a saw. And then if you want to see it clearly, always take your brush. You can wipe it off. We just started and it's starting to get wiggly like a tooth, so I'm going to try to just like rip it out. Oh, it's getting harder. Oh, it looks like a purplish color. So I'm gonna just put it in the water to make it I'm gonna leave it and let it sit in there for a while so the plaster breaks off and settles down, and then the rock will be all shiny like stars. Anyway, so we found a couple more in there, if you can see that. I forgot to use my magnifying glass for the last video, but that one's in there too. That's probably like an indigo purple or something, that one. But we're gonna start doing some other ones. But together with me and my mom, we should probably get this done easy peasy. This is another wiggly tooth gem. It's kind of hard, so I'm just gonna wiggle it. Oh, it's like it looks more like a see-through glass type thing. We're gonna put it in this water so it can soften up, get all the dirt off. That one's much cleaner than the other one. And now I'm gonna shake some of this dust off. Try to break this piece off again, but it never seems to want to come off, of course. But then we're gonna start with this one. This one looks like another indigo purple. So we have another wiggly tooth gem. We're getting really good at this. It's really hard to get out. It's coming out, and it came out. So I'm just gonna drop this one right in the warm water so it's faster. And I'm gonna like brush it off a little bit with my little brush so it's faster, and then we can show you guys quicker. Alright. Oh, and this will now be easier to brush with. So, and there's another one right here that we're gonna use down here. We're gonna get that one. So, this experience of doing this kit, which I did a lot of kits before. I did a lot of shop kids ones. And this is one of the best, I think. And this one's way better than 3, so I suggest you go to Chapters, buy this one instead of the one at Target, because you'll find a lot more than 3 in this one. A lot more. And it is bigger than we expected. We thought it was going to be about that big or something, but then it turned out to be, let's take this piece out, little chunk of it. It turned out to be this big, apparently. I think this is the biggest one yet, anyways. And we have another one, little one sticking out right there. We didn't want to get that one out yet because this one looked better. I'm going to try to knock some of the pieces off of the little thing. I'm going to use my tool here. So we revealed 5 from the 8, 9, or 10. So I'm going to show you and tell you the names. This is a clear quartz rock crystal. Ooh, nice and pretty and shiny. Okay. We have, the white one, as you see, and this one is the pink quartz, rose quartz rather. This one looks like a clear rose quartz. Another rose quartz. Put the rose quartz with the rose quartz together. Oh, this is a rose quartz. Just to make sure. And the special one, the amethyst. Even though it's very tiny, it's very pretty. So we got all of them, And this is a special guest mineral. It did not come from the kit. This is my own personal clear quartz rock crystal. And then now I'm going to tell you all these names. This is the amethyst purple rock. It's pretty. And if you can see, there's a little white patterns in there. And there's a little dark purple and a little light purple, depending which side you look at it. Here is a clear rose quartz. So I'll show you out of the camera, out of the magnifying glass, because it's still kind of dirty because we just found it a couple minutes ago. This is another rose quartz. This one's pretty nice too. Pretty. There's no patterns on this one really. You can't really see any. This is the real rose quartz. This one's like the one that looks most like the rose quartz. And believe it or not, this one is actually the same one as this. It's this one grown bigger, and this one is from the kit. This one is not, by the way. And this is also the clear quartz rock crystal. You can call it clear quartz or rock crystal, whichever one. But yep, these are the ones I have today, and we're gonna make a special video of me revealing all my rocks, even these ones that we did today and the ones in the brick aside. It's supposed to come with 8, 9, or 10, but I'm pretty sure it's 8. Thank you for watching. Subscribe down below. Don't forget, give me that big thumbs up and your emoji. And don't forget your apron so it doesn't get really dirty.